Here we go. Top takeaways from the Broncos win over the New England Patriots. And we're going to start here with one of my favorite plays of the game. Ben, this run by Phillip Lindsay, matched with the blocking, was freaking poetry, man. I can't tell you how brilliant this is. But basically, this is Graham Glasgow. This is Andrew Beck pulling off to the left side. They get in front blocking. Garrett Bowles has this seal where he takes away the man's soul on the left side there. You have Dalton Reisner running up to the next level to get blocking. To be honest, this play had a chance to even go further, but one guy made a play to grab a hold of Phillip, but just enough to slow him down. But it was the biggest run of the day, and Phillip Lindsay looked like vintage Phillip Lindsay during the play. So without further ado.
18-yard line. Denver starts this drive, moving right to left. They run the counter left side. Lindsay with a good cut. And he's got a big hole over the 25. Breaks out of a tackle over the 30. Here we got on the 35-yard line. He's clubbed to the turf. But a big run, longest run of the season for Phillip Lindsay. That's a gain of 20. Jawan Bentley with the tackle.
And again, like I said, it was really special to watch. Just the fact that you were able to get kind of everybody in concert right there. And I went back and watched the game today quite a bit. And we had a little bit of a negative opinion on some of Graham Glasgow's plays. But as it turns out, I thought he actually had a really terrific game. And by the way, he made Pro Football Focus's team of the week along with Garrett Bowles. So I invite you to go check out the run. I thought Phillip Lindsay looked great yesterday. I mean, I would love to know what you thought about Phillip Lindsay, just in general, not just that run.
I thought he was running hard. I thought he was a spark that the Broncos needed. I felt like he was doing that chip on his shoulder thing that he does, and I think that's good for this team. I think that Phillip Lindsay has an energy that is pervasive. And I think when he's out there, that's a good thing. I think having him with Melvin Gordon as a 1-2 punch is fine. We don't need to talk about starters or, that kind of stuff. Just get each of them 10 to 12 touches a game, and if one hand is hotter than the other, give them the other 3 or 4 touches you're going to give, Give Melvin the short yardage situation stuff. Give Phil Lindsay the between the 20s work. That's a great problem to have, Which of these good running backs am I going to give the ball to?
One of the things that jumped out to me, and we're going to hear in just a little bit on one of the Drew Lock sacks, they did struggle at times in pass pro. That was something that we said was going to happen. If Melvin Gordon can't play, you're going to struggle at times in pass pro. That definitely happened. All right, you're up.
Well, this was a man sack. Anthony Chickillo, what a pickup he's been so far. He was great in the Tampa game. He was and he was highly productive in this game as well. Getting his first sack with the Denver Broncos, and man, he put a whooping on Cam Newton on this one. Go ahead and go to the call there.
Newton in the shotgun. 2nd down and 8. Damian Harris, the running back to his left. Double A-gap blitz on the way. It's picked up. Newton bounces around. Now he's hit before he can throw it and slammed to the turf back at the 48-yard line, and that was Anthony Chickillo.
Chickillo played well. They did. The double A gap got picked up. That left him open on the outside for the opportunity to bring that guy off the edge. Chickillo took advantage of it. He's been there for pass defense. He's been there for sacks. That's a great pickup, and he's going to be a great rotational guy. You get Von Miller back next year. You got Bradley Chubb. You keep Chickillo behind those guys with Reed and Atachu. Man, that's a nice little core behind them to keep them fresh.
Yeah, he's made some plays, and the Broncos needed that because they are a little bit thin there at outside linebacker, just in their linebacking core. So I've really enjoyed watching Anthony Chickillo out there, and honestly, that was a great play. The very next play, he almost got home again, like almost back-to-back plays. Right. I love watching that once in a while. Like I said, the TV copy sometimes isn't always spot on with where you can see things. But that was one where you saw Chickillo coming the whole way, like from the TV
you
side.
Saw from the top, and he just came right around, and Cam didn't feel a thing, and then he felt it all.
All right, let's get to this next play. Now, this is early in the third quarter, and Drew Lock only took 2 sacks in this game. He got a few hits on him in this game. One time he was trying to dive for the goal line. Guy coming off of an injured shoulder. I love to see the moxie and definitely want to see that swagger out there, taking some chances, but there's a certain amount that you don't want him to take too many hits early on while he's still rehabbing. But it didn't seem like it bothered him too much. But this one I particularly wanted to talk about because they brought a blitz and they sent a DB on a delay, so it ended up being 6 guys. But Royce Freeman had to make a choice between the linebacker who was coming free and the delay blitz of the DB, and he chose the DB on the other side of the line, other side of the trenches, rather than the linebacker who was already through. If he steps in front of the linebacker, Drew Lock actually has a chance to make do anything with the ball. One of the problems also happened in this play, and we'll play in just a second. So he chose the DB on the delay instead of the linebacker, and as a result, Drew Lock drifted right back into the arc of Garrett Bull's block. So basically, Drew Lock got destroyed completely unnecessarily. If you go watch the play, you'll see that where he kind of got hit on both sides as a result of drifting away from the linebacker to try to not get hit too hard or maybe make a play. But by that point, the arc kind of got him, and he went down, and it was pretty ugly. Yeah, and it's like I said, it was one of those, like, on the TV side, they were like, oh, well, there's just too many guys. I was like, no, actually, if Royce makes the choice to go in front of the linebacker, Drew Lock has a chance. But instead, he chooses the delay DB, who would have eventually gotten there too, but Lock would have had about a second and a half to make a decision.
Yeah, I don't know his exact assignment on the play. He may have been a check and release on the outside as far as that goes. He may have not.
He didn't even make the attempt to release.
Okay,
no.
so I don't know what his assignment was. I don't have the play in front of me, so I can't look that off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember back exactly what was going on in that play. Normally, when you have the linebacker coming through like that, it usually is the back's responsibility to pick that up, and you want to reroute him to the outside. If I were Royce, my attempt would be to reroute that linebacker directly into the rushing path of that defensive back, and by the way, block two guys with one guy to give you an advantage. So I don't know. I remember the play.
I think Royce maybe hoped that Glasgow was going to get a little bit of piece of that linebacker, but Glasgow ended up going off to the right to hit on, and it looked to me like he made the right call. You just needed the blitzing linebacker to be picked up because that was the guy closest to your quarterback, and Royce just disregarded him. Royce just ran right. He like the linebacker came this way and Royce went that way. Past him. And I thought he was going for a route, but no, he went straight into the DB.